A very good afternoon to you all then, and welcome along to the commentary Hub's coverage of the EFL Championship. It's Hull City against Sunderland in the Championship this afternoon at the MKM Stadium. I'm Russ Vernon and I'll be guiding you through the action this evening this afternoon, this morning, or this evening, depending where you are across the world, as we bring you the football from the EFL on this Sunday afternoon. Yesterday afternoon on the channel we had the game between Reading and Crawley Town in League One. Today's the turn of the Championship. Brilliant commentary yesterday by Nicholas Jones, but this afternoon is my turn to guide you through some EFL action, and no better place to do it than watching Hull City take on Sunderland, who could go back top of the table today, the Black Cats, if they win against Hull City this afternoon. Hull City standing in their way to try and stop them and try and get back on the winning trail after losing 4-0 last time out against Norwich City in the Championship. From that game against Norwich City, Hull City make 4 changes to their side to take on Sunderland this afternoon. Out goes McLaughlin, Slater, Zambrano and Miller. In comes Hughes, Simmons, Puerta and Kamara. As for Sunderland, no changes for them from their 2-2 draw against Leeds United, in which they scored a last-minute equaliser. In that game, it was a gift, I must add, from Leeds United goalkeeper Ilan Meslier. Tim Volta has opted for a 4-3-3 formation, same as Reggie Lebris. And we'll bring you the full lineups in just a few seconds as we'll keep you bang up to date in the EFL Championship today. We'll also keep you up to date with what's happening in the Premier League this afternoon as well. Wolverhampton Wanderers are taking on Manchester City right now, and Manchester City and Wolves are level at the break in that game. It's currently 1-1 at Molineux there, and let me tell you, yes, that is not a drill. This is 1-1 at Molineux. Wolverhampton Wanderers, guys, took the lead there on 7 minutes through George Strand Larson, before Josko Gvardiol equalised for Manchester City in that game. Also in the Premier League later is Liverpool against Chelsea. Keep up with the first 15 minutes of that one as we come towards the end of this game. And that game kicks off at 4:30. This time we'll give you the team for that one. At half time of this game, ahead of kick-off of Liverpool against Chelsea in the Premier League this afternoon. The team news and build up for this one is very much fast approaching, and we're almost ready to go in the EFL Championship. Russ Vernon here to guide you through the action this afternoon, all on my lonesome, so it'll be very good to have your company this afternoon. Good afternoon to Media Radio, Jingles and Gaming. This one should be a good game, my friend, I reckon. Hull City going fairly well. Sunderland looking to get back to the top of the Championship. As I've just said, they were replaced there by Burnley yesterday. They will go back top by a point from the Clarets. Leeds fans, though, were hoping that Sunderland slip up today and lose by a lot of goals, so they will retain second, go back up to second. Hull City in 14th on 12 points. With a win today, they could move up into the top half of the table on 15 points, just 3 points behind the top 6 if they win today. They've won 8 points from losing positions this season, almost this season, along with Bristol City also on 8, and Watford have got 7 points from losing positions in the Championship thus far this season. Also action in the WSL and Women's Championship to keep you up to date with that. Man City have beaten Aston Villa by 2-1 in the WSL, while Liverpool are drawing currently 1-1 with Crystal Palace. Half-time scoreline there in that WSL game. In the Women's Championship, Durham 1, Sunderland 2 as a result, as is Newcastle 3, Charlton 3. Half-time scores: Blackburn 0, Sheffield United 1, Bristol City 1, Portsmouth 0 and Southampton 0, Birmingham 1 in the Women's Championship. These other games take place in League A, Bundesliga, Serie A, Dutch Eredivisie, La Liga as well. And in the Scottish Premiership, early kick-off in that game this afternoon Kilmarnock in that game in the Scottish Premiership. But this afternoon, we'll keep our attention on the Championship as our main feature. We'll keep you across Wolves against Manchester City when we get goals as they're going in that game this afternoon. As we build up to kick off then, Sunderland fans out in voice already this afternoon, as are the All City fans here at the MKM Stadium. Media Radio Jingles in Gaming says it does look like Sunderland will win the league, but he knows Leeds fans like myself who want Sunderland to slip up today in their other games to have Leeds in the table after our win against Sheffield United on Fridays. That is correct, as the teams now just emerge here out onto the field at the MKM Stadium. All City and Sunderland coming out, the fans are clapping, and we're almost ready to go then in very much about 4 or so minutes time or thereabouts. We'll keep you up to date with that game as it goes on. We'll keep you up to date with the second half of Wolves against Man City and the first 15 minutes of Liverpool against Chelsea in the Premier League. Unfortunately, no coverage of those games here this afternoon. As we're just going through the handshakes right now. There's Robert Madley, the match referee. I'll give you the officials for this game as well a little bit later on then. So let me run you through the teams. And it's Pandor in goal, cut through all this is Coyle, Jones, Hughes and Drame, Puerta, Simons, Melem in midfield, Belumi, Bedia and Kamara in attack. On the bench, Makope, Giles, McLaughlin, Miller, Yao Pedro, Zambrano, Slater, Palmer and Burstow. Is the All City lineup today, managed by Tim Volter, the German. Now for Reggie Lebreeze. Sunderland side is Patson in goal, Hugh, Mepham, Onan and Sirkin, Rig, Neil, Joe Bellingham in midfield, Roberts, Isdor and Mundell in attack. Moore, Brown, Russin, Uche, Connolly, Alexic, Elder, Watson and Johnson on the bench. Aaron Connolly, a former All City player. We're almost ready to go then. The referees Robert Madley, assisted by Blake Antrobus and Graham Kane, with Andy Davis, the fourth official. And to tell you guys, we will not have to worry about those 3 letters like normally Anger Stockley Park, VAR. There is no VAR in the Championship. Ivan Pandor, 9 appearances this season, 1 clean sheet for the old shot stopper. I'm looking to add more of that clean sheets today. We're looking to add a second clean sheet of the season to his game this afternoon as we just watch him with the last minute warm up there. We see Sunderland players there, Sirkin, Rigg, Chris Rigg, 17 years, 108 days. He's one of the youngest players to play 30 appearances since the start of 2004-5. The actual youngest one is Jude Bellingham at 16 years and 238 days. Ryan Sessegnon also up there, 17 years, 100 days. Conor Wickham also amongst those elite names just there. So then there's Chris Rigg. He's been in fine form, scored in the 2-2 draw with Leeds United last time out. And the All Mascots just getting an high five from Tim Volter, the Hull City manager, or head coach as he's known. Won 3 out of his 10 games in charge. He appointed on 31st of May. As the All City boss, we're looking to add more wins to his game as All City manager to prevent him from being on the proverbial axe or on the chopping board. And Reggie Lebris, the Frenchman, has led Sunderland to the joint best start in the second tier of English football as the All City anthem is just being sung out here at the MKM Stadium ahead of kick-off by the All City fans, Sunderland fans singing along. Some singing as well. A lot of noise around the stadium then. Sunderland in their change strip of dark blue I would like to say. And all in their claret, in their amber and black kit today. Robert Madley, the referee in green, and he will get us off and underway then in this Championship encounter. And All City will look to come forward first with Cody Drama, a former Leeds United man, a left fullback this afternoon. There is the number 4, Charlie Hughes across to Andy Jones. Alfie Jones, should I say now. Louis Coyle, the former Leeds United man. He's all the way now back to Pandora, who's only kept one clean sheet in his opening 9 games. This is his 10th game for Hull City. This afternoon is the 10th game for Hull City in the Championship. Here's the captain, Dan Neil, who loses out there, and Hull City will try and race forward there. That's a slip by the number 20 there for Hull, Gustavo Puerto, who couldn't keep his foot in there as he will look to try and come forward for Hull. He's over on that far side now, and there is number 14 Mundle for Sunderland, who try and come forward. He was impressive against Leeds United last time out as well. Crossfield pass into Patrick Roberts, the other full forward. This Chris Wigg interchanging on the right hand side. 1 minute will be Chris Wigg in the front, Roberts in the midfield. Here's Mundle now on that far side, the left. Is all after defending for Sunderland's ball in. It's deflected behind for the first corner of the game. It's at the opening minute. It's Hull 0, Sunderland 0. If you just joined us this afternoon, we're turning in to guide you through this championship encounter. Sunderland looking to regain top spot, and they'll do that with a victory over Hull City this afternoon. A point won't do it, they'll stay second if they get a point this afternoon. As Patrick Roberts will tear this corner kick then for Sunderland. Looped in, headed back across, go back with Mepham and head away, but there was a foul inside the penalty area there, and Hull City will have an early free kick. Good spot there by Bobby Madley. I didn't really spot an infringement in there, but Bobby Madley and his officials did. That's what they're there for. And now it's Cody Drame back to Pandora. Pandora clears the ball downfield, flicked on over the top there, looking for Bedia, who'll go down end of that, the Hull City striker. And then Patrick Roberts coming back from an offside position, couldn't get that, couldn't make a touch of that ball, and he's behind for a throw to Hull, which Drame will take. Into Hughes, who clears long downfield, too much on that ball, and he runs through to Anthony Patterson, who's in green this afternoon, dark green this afternoon. The officials are in a lime green shade this afternoon. As here comes Sunderland over on that far side with Dennis Sirkin. Now on to Mundle. The main Mundle back, it goes into Neil, and now Mepham. Across now to Patrick Roberts. Roberts trying to get the ball forward, looking for the run there of the number 18, Wilson Isdor. We couldn't get an end of that, but that's a good bit of play from Sunderland. Good idea, but just too much on the pass forward by Patrick Roberts for the Sunderland man to get on end of that ball in. Remains 0-0 then, 3 minutes gone if you're just tuning into us. We're spending here, guiding you through the action as Patrick Roberts nips in as Hull tries to play out from the back. Caught Hughes napping there in this game. We'll keep you up to date with the Premier League game. Second half in the game between Wolves and Man City underway. 1-1 in that game. Wolves took a surprise lead in that game. Bushran Lawson before the left back Josko Gvardiol equalised for Manchester City. Throwing then for Hull City in our game, which Louis Coyle, the captain, will take on that far side of the right. There's Tim Volter watching on his Hull City side, looking to try and climb up the table if they can this afternoon. And here comes Cody Drame with possession down the line. It goes into Kamara. Kamara does well, back to Drame, back to Pandora now, who comes across there to Jones, and Jones clears it downfield, giving the ball away, but Hull have won the ball back. Bellingham picks up in midfield. Joe Bellingham into Rigg. Good bit of play this from Sunderland. Joe Bellingham again. Nice footwork there between Sirkin and Bellingham. Now he comes out on that left hand side into Neil, who's the captain, back to 09, who doesn't need 1-2 with Bellingham, and again Bellingham now has possession once more. Back into Luke 09 and down the line to Mundle. Back he goes to Bellingham. Sirkin coming back into position now as a goes through a pass from Bellingham, picks out Patrick Roberts, and that's a good fine pass. And Roberts is attacking the penalty area against Cody Drame. The former Leeds man does well initially, and then gives the ball away to Chris Rigg there. Then Trey Hume is helping out now. Trey Hume can't get away from his man, and Hull City just managed to clear their lines. And a push on Chris Mepham. He goes out for a throw-in, which Mepham takes back to Luke O'Nien. And now here is the number 4, Dan Neil, the captain, coming forward over halfway for Sunderland. Now wide to Dennis Sirkin, the left full-back. Neil again. He's this time looking forward to find Trey Hume as Sunderland will try and build up down this side. This is what the Sunderland are like. They like to build a bit of patience as they come forward here now with Roberts out wide to Chris Rigg. The aforementioned Chris Rigg, who scored in his last few matches. Only 17-year-old is the youngster. But he's playing like he's older. When you watch him, it doesn't feel like he's 17. It feels like he's in his 20s the way he plays his game. And he slipped there and a vital moment to Sunderland, who's in on that left-hand side. And now Hull can break over on that far way. And they can come forward here. This is poor touch by the number 18 there. Right there, Robin Mellum, should I say. And now, here they come forward here. Hull City, there's a wonderful ball from Puerto. I like to Kamara. Kamara can cut in field. Although Kamara towards the penalty area now. Cross is blocked. Edge of the penalty area. Chris Wood gets to it. Shot low. So comes in from Belumi, who's been in fine form for the Tigers since joining the side. Done really well this season. And his dog does well trying to get the ball back there, but good battling back there was used to win the ball back for Hull City. As here comes kind of driving over halfway now. Played a wonderful ball out wide to Puerto. Puerto towards Kamara. And Kamara's taken out there, is he? The referee says no. It looked like he was taken out there. The referee said not. Let me just watch this again. Ball in towards Kamara. Mepham wins the ball brilliantly there. Down for a goal kick he went. He'll come off the Hull City man. 0-0. The score coming towards 8 minutes in this first half. Hull 0, Sunderland 0. It's out of play for a goal kick to Sunderland again, and Sunderland really defending really well so far against his Hull attacks. Hull also cancelling Sunderland out on their attacks as well, but this time they could be caught out as this door trying to get him behind there, and that's good recovering play from Alfie Jones to come across there to help out Charlie Hughes and knock him behind for a Sunderland corner, which I think is their second of the game so far, which will give the likes of O'Nien, Mepham, Hume to get forward in and around that penalty area. Dennis Sirkin up there as well. You may stay back, that's Sirkin is in and around the penalty area this time. They're taking turns. Patrick always to take the corner in towards the penalty area. It goes. Edge go up and he's headed down. Goes for a ball. Rigg is there. Goes for another ball by the Sunderland men inside the penalty area. Nothing given. And now Hull City, if they can work this well, can be able to support pass, but they've got it back. And now Pendo coming forward. Going for a bit of play. He's out now. It's Belumi. Belumi does well. The penalty. Crossed in. Man goes down. All wants a penalty. Nothing given. Belumi again. Kamara. There's a penalty area. Shot is blocked. Rigg clears the ball away towards Eidsdorf. Ball back over the top. There he's bounced all the way through to the hands of Patterson, but all to the corner penalty there when Belumi went down inside the penalty area. I want to see that one again. It didn't look like a rash challenge that came in on him. There, so we want to see that one again. But we're not going to have a look at this moment in time as Trey Young can come forward. Here is Roberts now to come forward for Sunderland. He's got Rigg outside of him and loves to use him. Back into Roberts. Good 1-2 between Roberts and Rigg there. Roberts goes down though. Foul given. Here's Chris Rigg again. Young now. Rigg once more. Through the legs. To Trey Young, who shot is blocked. Well, by Hughes and out for a throw in. But Charlie Hughes there. Fantastic block. Just looking at this again, no one picks him up. There, Trey Hume. He just passed it off and then made the run, and no one picked him up. Neil gets it now for Mepham. 09. Sunderland will move from right to left. Here's Bellingham. Now to 09 again, being pressed there by Bedia. And now here is Neil down the line into Patrick Roberts. You're making the forward run inside of him. Roberts, love the ball through, can't figure out his door, and he runs all the way through to Ivan Pandey in goal. It remains Hull 0, Sunderland 0. If you're just tuning into us here on the commentary of Russ Venning guiding you through this championship encounter. Coming up towards 11 minutes played in the MKM Stadium. Hull City 0, Sunderland 0 in the championship this afternoon. Pandey clears the ball to the far side there. That's good control on his chest. Initially there by Greta, we can't keep out of possession. Him and Simmons have swapped places. Simmons was out there actually. There's Chris Rigg on the edge of the penalty on the left hand side. Circling with the cross and he's blocked. And he goes out of play for a throw in. Sirkin will take the throw. Back it goes towards Luke 09 and he's back now with Chris Mepham just inside the Hull City half. Sunderland have got every outfield player inside the opposition half at this moment in time, which is not a good tactic to have, because if all break here, because all have got all their players back inside their own half and play a good ball over the top of the Sunderland back line, all could be in it for the time that runs well. Here's Mundo trying to get him behind Louis Coyle, who does well. Does the former Leeds man. As Bedia does well to hold off his man too. Back to Coyle. Coyle chips over the top. Goes out of play for a throw to Hull City. That's a good bit of play that from the host there, down its far side the right. As they look, there's a nudge over inside the penalty area. There's just look, he's pushed down there. Is the number 8 Mellon. He looked for a penalty. Referee Bobby Magner said no. You see it again there. It would be classed as probably a soft penalty, but he's in the category of seeing them given, I would say. I've definitely seen some of those similar incidents being given as penalties in and around the penalty area. And Louis Coyle for Hull City coming forward now on rather far side. But on this occasion though, the penalty wasn't awarded. Simmons back to Pandey. Even Pandey can come forward. Goes off to Jones, back to Pandey again. And Pandey will come forward, going to John and drops in field. Hughes there. Gets the ball forward, Hughes over the top looking for Kamara to chase. Chris Mepham uses experience to come across and win the ball back. And then play the ball forward and Sunderland trying to play 1-2 on the corner, and there's a foul on Chris Rigg there by Hughes. And will this be the first booking of the game? I don't think it will. Well, some referees would have probably given that as a yellow card for just cynically pulling him down there. That could have been a yellow card, in my opinion. He knew what he was doing there, did the Hull City defender. And now, here comes Mundo for Sunderland over on that far side, the left. Good bit of play there into 09. And Luke 09 back to remain Mundo. And Mundo skips away from Louis Coyle. Good run this, but Coyle does well to get back at him and clear it away. Well, as far as Joe Bellingham, well, the free kick is being given for a foul on Louis Coyle. Did really well there to get back in at Mundo and make sure he couldn't get a decent cross in there. And Jones will take this free kick for Sunderland. Against Sunderland for Ulster, says Pandey now has possession. Louis Coyle against Romain Mundo has been a good battle so far. It's one I'm really loving to see out here, and got a drama against Robertson. Rigg is really good as well. Good strong battles here. Sunderland's average positions is they play like a back four with instead of dropping all the way back at times back at the back in defence. As here comes all this time, edge of the penalty area is Kamara. Does well. Back it goes now to Drama. Now used again. Cody Drame once more coming forward now for Hull. Kamara. Used now as possessions. They will look to come forward here. Will Hull City with Kyle will play how wide it goes, and that is if nudge there on Bloom, who does well to keep hold of possession. Play the ball forward, looking for Simmons, and Mellon just got ahead of Baluma there, and it's behind for a goal kick coming across 60 minutes gone here. Hull 0, Sunderland 0 in the Championship. In the Premier League, almost an hour gone, there's still Wolves 1, Manchester City 1 in the Premier League this afternoon. And now Chris Mepham has the ball for Sunderland. He can charge his way forward as they will look to come forward here with 09. Over halfway, down the line for Mundle. Good run here from Mundle. He's got Sirkin inside of him as he's cutting field. Mundle drops it back to Neil, the captain. Look to go sideways, but charges forward. Then it's Sirkin. His door's shot. It's comfortable in the end for Pander to dive onto. But that's good play again from Sunderland. Really well worked into us. Sirkin was fair for his door, whose shot was saved comfortably in the end by Ivor Pandor in the Hull City goal. Remains Hull 0, Sunderland 0, 17 minutes on the clock. Pandor clears the ball forward. Head away there by Ewan. Now it breaks for Joe Bellingham. But Joe Bellingham just runs out of play with the ball, and it's a throw in to Hull City. Bellingham wanted it to go to Sunderland. I thought it was Sunderland's throw-in. We were clear come off the younger brother of Jude Bellingham, the Real Madrid and England star. Joe will be hoping one day to be playing alongside his brother, probably for the England national team. And I wonder if he may have to do what Jude did and go abroad to get that recognition and get a call up to the Three Lions squad, who's now managed by Thomas Tuchel. He was appointed a few weeks ago, last week, by England. Signed his contract on the 8th of October. Were only officially appointed last Wednesday after the last round of international matches came to an end, so it didn't disrupt Lee Carsley's interim period and those last international matches against Greece and Finland. The other play for a throw-in to Sunderland here, which Roberts is just struggling to get back to his feet at the moment. Now got back up to his feet there, Patrick Roberts. And Sunderland, I say both teams have settled into this game now. It was a frantic start, both teams trying to get on the front foot and try and work out what the opposition was going to do. Now settle things down, and I would say Sunderland are going into it more than Hull, as Roberts picks out a rig. Good covering there is Hughes, and Hughes will get the ball down the line looking for Kamara. And Young goes down. There's a free kick given against Kamara there after Young went down. And I want to see this again because I don't think there was much contact in there to give that free kick there, which Young was taken quickly. And now 09 has possession into Neil. 09 again. This door is knocked off the ball. There's a free kick to Sunderland, fouled by Hughes. No free kick given. Neil asking the question. He still remains down here. Just looking at this again. Just a body check on him. There's a kick of Bellingham's heels there. Was well in that build-up. He's done now back onto his feet, wasn't he, there? The Sunderland striker. remains all nil, Sunderland nil. 20 minutes gone as a cross comes in, headed across from Mepham. Can there be a striker goal there? The Rogers. The Lumi bad there, defending really, really well and coming away with the ball for Hull City. And he can try and set all away, but it's 4 pass out. And he's come back at them. Pandora gets it to use, and he finds Cody Drama, who can drive forward into a lot of space, and he's running here now. Cody Drama got Kamara outside of him, and he uses him. Kamara, good crossing towards a penalty, just headed away there before Bedia could get on end of it. He's in towards the penalty area. Back. That was in there by Simmons, and he's cleared away. Jones with the header. Now Hughes has possession from Simmons' pass. Simmons again. Hughes once more. Now Jones has possession for Hull City, just inside the centre circle. Plays it to this left hand side and Hughes. Further left to Cody Drummond, cutting through now. He's locked down there as the number 20, pressure to Trey Hughes charging forward down the right hand side for Hull City. For Sunderland as the ball comes in, poor crossing in the end, and now Sunderland throw the ball. Hull trying to get on the foot against Sunderland, but Sunderland recover well there. As Balumi couldn't get on end of that one, and Hull will now have to do some defending as Sunderland will come forward again. Here's Bellingham out wide. 09 down the line for Neil. It was Sirkin out wide there, and his Sirkin's continuing his run. Dennis Sirkin's had a penalty, cross comes in, blocked behind for a corner, and that's good defensive play again from Hull City. I think that was Alfred Jones back there helping out Louis Coyle. In the end, no, in fact, it was Simmons back there helping out. Fantastic play. There it remains. Hull nil, Sunderland nil. 22.5 minutes gone here in the Championship. Sunderland with a corner. Comes in, Mepham round the back. As he back across goal. He stirs there. Sets up for a shot from Sirkin. Blocked. Behind for another corner. It actually remain Mundaloo. Set up Sirkin there. And you see it here again. Sirkin just come back from the offside position, so I'm surprised the corner's been given. He was offside before that ball after Mundaloo got. When Mundaloo got control and then couldn't go back onside before the pass came to him. So for me, it was coming back from an offside position, so it should have been a free kick to all there. Corner then from Roberts this time, headed clear to his at the near post there by Hull. Out of play for a throw, which will be taken by Trey Hume, who comes across, will come and take this as users sparking out some instructions there. Good to see that from a young man in Charlie Hughes, who's done really well so far for Hull when he's played against the Championship opposition. And here's Mundell now. Good work here. Neil does well. Hume again. Howard to Patrick Roberts. Roberts inside the penalty area. Edge of the box now. Twists and turns. Picks out Chris Reed on this right hand side. With a left foot across. Lord Pierce round ball. Nothing given. It would have been incredibly harsh if he was given. And now Hull can charge forward. This is Kamara. Kamara towards the penalty. Low ball in. Bedia can't get there. Bedia left it. Why did he take on his stride there, Bedia? But now Chris Reed for Sunderland. And Roberts can leave the charge away, but Drummond bites back. Kamara's there. And Kamara sees the ball. Down the line for Cody Drama. Can't too much on that one. They had to play for a goalkeeper. This is a good counter-attack from Hull sitting wider than Chris Berry as this ball comes in from Kamara. He just leaves it there. If you could have gone into that, Chris Bellier. Left it towards Bellumi and he never got towards him. Hull City 0, Sunderland 0, 25 minutes gone. That's probably Hull's best chance to try and open the scoring, with just too much on the pass towards Chris Bellier there. In fairness, even though I did berate him at first. Hull 0, Sunderland 0. Patterson has possession. 209, now Mepham. Kamara closing down as Hull press from the front here, closing down well. Kamara. Young there as Drama bites in, and it's clear, but Trey Young has been given a free kick here against Cody. So the foul on him by Cody Drama. I think Cody Drama was fair with the challenge there. Just look at this again. No, he doesn't get the ball, and that's the correct decision. I thought he initially got the ball there, Cody Drama. We didn't, but nevertheless, good pressing there by Hull City. Hull 0, Sunderland 0. 26 minutes gone here in the Championship on the commentary 2 and my personal Twitch channel this afternoon. Mundell towards the penalty area. Now it's Roberts. Patrick Roberts. Back he goes. 09. And Neil gives the ball away this time. And now Hull City, if they can play this well, can be away. And the other way, are they? No, good challenge back there. That's superb defensive work back there by Dennis Sirkin. And now Hull City have to get 40 now. It's Neil. Good crossfield pass. Roberts inside the penalty area. Right hand side. Patrick Roberts. Low ball in. Shots there by the feet of Pandor. Young back in. He's still there with the header. And Ed's header is wide. Mundell claim for a corner. But he was always going to be a goal kick there. As he come off the head of his doors. See this wonderful feat for work again from Roberts. He does really, really well. Low cross in. Saved by the feet of Pandor. Ball back in. And then just over the top by Rushinister. In the end remains 0-0. Hull City 0, Sunderland 0. If you just tune into us here on the commentary bus and guiding you through the action. And Hull City can come forward. And they've got men over here to poor pass. And this does brought down there. And then the free kick given against Bedia there by the referee for a foul on Chris Mepham. And I think that is the correct decision there. And all fans are saying no. Bedia is saying no as well. But this is the correct decision because ball's in here and he just pulls him down to the ground there. Pulls Chris Mepham down there. The Bedia. And that is a foul on the defender every day of the week. Can't see why the old fans, all the old players were complaining about that decision. The referee got that spot on there, Bobby Madley. Well positioned to see that. Here's Roberts now for Sunderland. Hume with possession back inside to Neil. 09 joining the attack now from centre back. Forward into Job Bellingham, younger brother of Jude. Down the line, Bellingham again. Goes Wellier. Back it goes again to remain Mundell. Mundell will come backwards to 09 who just had to get there as Bedia was closing him down. Lumi back helping out. Jones out there. Cole just inside. So Jones and Cole just swapped around at the moment in time. I've noticed. But all have won the ball back and Bedia, can he get on the end of this? He cannoned his away. Chris Mepham comes across. Showed too much of there, did Bedia to Mepham. And the Sunderland man has all the time in the world to pick out a pass. And Sunderland can just come forward as Neil has possession and sends the ball over the top. Looking for the run of Patrick Roberts on this right side. Can Roberts get there? If anybody can, he can. And he has. And he's done this well. Roberts into the penalty area. Roberts twisting one way. Then the other back to Rigg. Rigg will deliver a cross. He crossfield pass to Mundell. Header back here to Bellingham. Sirkin now joining the attack. Mundell again. Mundell to Neil, the captain. And Neil will look forward. 09 into Hume. Ball across now to Roberts. Roberts down the line to Chris Rigg. Good patient play this from Sunderland. Not forcing an opening. They're taking their time, trying to work the opening and trying to work that space that they so desperately need to try and create the goal scoring opportunities. Roberts with the best chance for them where they got in just a few moments ago. They've tried to score in a good foot out by Panda to get the ball away. As here comes Mundell now on that far side. All yet to really have a shot on target yet. From my calculations, Patterson yet to be really troubled. Hume delivers a cross in. His door there, Mundell wins it just ahead of Bellume. Now 09. Bellingham crossed in from Joe Bellingham, should I say? Almost called him Jude then. And that was a clearing by Ivor Panda. And he claims it well and remains Hull City 0, Sunderland 0 in the Championship this afternoon. Elsewhere in the Premier League, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Manchester City 1 is the scoreline, and Molineux. Cody Drama for Hull City charging forward. Good ball out wide to the aforementioned Bellume, who's been really impressive this season, and his final touch was poor. Now Louis Coyle up there to try to win the ball back. Cody Drama too, so if Sunderland switch the play to this right hand side, we've got a load of space. He's still there holding up well. Hughes there, gets the ball back and comes away with it, and easy caught there by Joe Bellingham. I think he is. Free kick given. Joe Bellingham just having a smile there with the Hull City man. And as he just took him out there, late challenge by Job. He's got Job, just has the word Job on back of his shirt. Does the brother of Jude. And this is a poor ball out. Crossfield pass out there. It remains 1-1 in the game between Wolverhampton Wanderers and Manchester City in the Premier League this afternoon. Liverpool are away, Chelsea later. Team news to come on that one at half time. I'll give you the team news for that one just before we go for our break at half time to give you who's playing for Liverpool, Chelsea and Liverpool in the Premier League this afternoon at Stamford Bridge. There's another player then for a throw to Hull City. Someone trying to come forward down this right hand side. Not really missed much in the. Well, I'll just mention what other scores in the Premier League when what the other game was. We've got more live football coming shortly over the weekend, next weekend, and we'll have some in midweek as well. We'll keep you bang up to date in the football this afternoon as Cody Drama chips the ball forward there for Hull, and out of play off of number 20 Gustavo Puerta there, who came across this near side as we watch. Hume there takes the throw well. Neil gets the ball across there into the path then of 09. Now wide for Sirkin. Mundell cuts in through together there. Bedia nips in out of 09 and just keeps the ball in play and charges forward for Hull City. Bedia does well. Into Bellume, back into Bedia. This is good play from Hull. Can they get a finish at the end of it? Bedia does well. Back to Bellume. Bellume with the cross in. Just over the head of everybody inside the penalty area. Too much on the cross from Bellume there. Puerta in the back post wanted it in there, but that's a decent breakout again by Hull City. This comes from a sloppy piece of play from Sunderland, trying to play back to 09. Bedia charged forward. Played a neat 1-2 with Bellume. And was held up well by the retreating Sunderland players, including Mundell. Gets it back to Bellume, trying to put the ball in, and just too much on that cross for Puerta to get an end of that head, to get his head on that one, to try and test Anthony Patterson in the Sunderland goal this afternoon. It remains Hull 0, Sunderland 0. If you're just tuning into us this afternoon, hello, we're spinning with you, getting you through the action this afternoon. Very warm good evening to, or good afternoon to all our listeners around the world, wherever you are, or good morning, depending on which time zone you are currently sat in listening to our coverage of this game. It's 35 minutes old, this match. Hull City 0, Sunderland 0, as We've just gone past 25-4 in the afternoon here in the UK. Hull City 0, Sunderland 0 if you're just tuning into us here on the Commentary 2 and my personal Twitch channel this afternoon. Russ Vernon, the man on the mic to bring you this game today. Crossfield pass to find Patrick Roberts, and Cody Drama nips in and charges forward. And he's got a lot of pace here, and he does well up against Trey Yoon. Back it goes from Drama though to Kamara. Kamara takes a bit of time, goes backwards to Hughes, across now to Jones, out wide to Louis Coyle. So it's way from one former leads to pull back in Drama here, because to another Louis Coyle there. And now Louis Coyle comes forward into Hughes. Hughes out wide to Drama. Drama does well, look up here, but he goes back instead to Jones, and across now to Coyle. Louis Coyle will look forward. He said he has to go back to Jones and halfway, just inside the centre circle, and then over halfway inside the Sunderland half to Hughes, who plays an E1-2 there with Mellon. Good play that there, Simmons in there too. And that's a good ball down the line from the run of Bellumi by Louis Coyle. He's very much you can take it quick, and Bellumi there loses it out to Sirkin, and then he comes off Coyle out for a throw to Sunderland this time. Until the final 8 minutes of the first half remains 0-0 between Hull City and Sunderland if you're just tuning into us. In the Premier League this afternoon, Man City are currently being held 1-1 by Wolverhampton Wanderers, the basement club in the Premier League. Yet to win a game, Wolves took the lead after 7 minutes to Strand Larson, before Josko Gvardiol equalised in that game. But here is 0-0. It's a throw-in to Sunderland, and Sirkin will tear the throw to Neil, back to Sirkin, who skips away from his man, and Lumi bites back to try and win the ball back. Eddie is there to try and win the ball back off Neil, but Neil does well to keep hold of possession and then play a good ball into Trey Yoon. Down the line is Patrick Roberts, and inside of him and running down the line now is Chris Rigg, so he comes in the field, back into Yoon. Now is Rigg who can come forward. Not really seen much of Chris Rigg this afternoon. Roberts, twisting, turning, Hume again. Neil, good bit of play this from Sunderland. Hume can't keep the ball in play, and it's going to be a throw in here to Hull City, I believe. 0-0, 38 minutes on the clock. Hopefully you're enjoying us this Sunday afternoon in the Championship. Here is Cody Drama, who can come forward, and this is a good bit of play. Now here is Louis Coyle from Jones's pass, and Coyle down the line to Bellumi. Lethal work, and Coyle continues his run, and he's doing really well here. Louis Coyle in towards the penalty, still going, goes down the edge of the box. Is that foul? If he says no, Hull bites back to win the ball back though. Kamara inside the penalty area, shot his block, goes round ball, nothing given. And now Regan Roberts playing E1-2, and now bringing Mundle into play. And remain Mundle charging over halfway on that left hand side. This is good play from Sunderland as they counter attack this time. Hull wanted the penalty down at the far end, nothing given. That's the way to my left hand side in the first half. As I look, Mepham now over halfway, coming up through the right hand side to Roberts. Hume, who's normally the right back, moves into midfield, a bit like Trent Alexander-Arnold for England and Liverpool. Here is Patrick Roberts on this right hand side. Down the line he goes to Trey Yoon. Edge of the penalty, crossed in, bouncing across, Coles there, chested back to Pandora, who keep, and Hull City just deal with that. We're into the final 5 minutes of the first half then. Hull 0, Sunderland 0. And despite being 0-0, this has been a very good match, a very good watch in the Championship this afternoon. Leeds fans will be relatively pleased with this scoreline. They'd be hoping Ullard nick a goal though, but if they did, they would potentially go back into the second spot behind Burnley in the Championship standings. Here's Kamara for Up City. He gets the ball back, just Kamara. Good play this. And now here comes Simmons. Good play into Coyle. Down line to Bellumi, who's doing well. And a good crossing from Bellumi, head scoping away. Breaks towards the edge of the penalty area. Ball it forward. Cleared away. Louis Coyle will look to win the header. He brings it down well, and now the play for a throw. And this is good play here from Hull City, defending well, restricting Sunderland, done many shots on goal in this Championship encounter. Remains 1-1 in the Premier League between Wolves and Man City. For those interested in that game this afternoon, Mepham does well into the path then of Trey Young. Down the line is Patrick Roberts. Roberts does well, and this is Neil there as Hull keep the ball. Kamara has just gone out for Sunderland's throw-in. Reggie Labrie there watching on. I'm quite pleased with what he's seen from his Sunderland side today, as what Tim Bolton will be from what he's seen from his Hull City side today. Really, really well, playing really good football against the top side in the division. Who's going to be up there or thereabouts come the end of the season. Bellumi gives away a free kick and Mepham takes it quickly. And now second line to Mundell. Bellingham back to Neil. Neil does well. Bobby Madley and Neil was dancing there. Madley were doing an audition for Strictly Come Dancing. Bedia does well. Always up the play. Still going really well here, but he loses out this time. And now Mundell can come forward. Bellingham. Mundell again. Out wide to Roberts. Right inside the penalty area. Inside the penalty area now on the right side. Pulls the ball back, giving the ball away. And now, towards Bedia, on Ibsen. Bellingham takes over. And Joe Bellingham shoots! And it's just wide from Joe Bellingham. I thought that was in for a moment. But Joe Bellingham's effort just goes wide. They try and play it out here. On Ibsen, Bellingham takes it off him. And he opens up a shot for him. Just drags it wide in. A decent effort from Job. There, just a good effort just wide of the post. We've never really troubled Pando in the Hull City goal there, and still remains goalless. And in the Premier League game, it's 1-1 between Wolves and Man City after 87 minutes. Ball flicked away, head scope from Wilson Stone. George, come down, we'll give you the classified check of some of the results later at the end of our match this afternoon. We'll just give you the team news at half time of this one for the Premier League game at 4:30, Liverpool against Chelsea this afternoon, for those interested in that game. But in our feature match today comes from the Championship, Hull City against Sunderland this afternoon. Here is Hughes, back it goes to Pandur, and now Cody Drame. Drame does well, he goes down under the challenge there of Patrick Roberts. And now Huerta does well to find Mellon. And now Jones, who can come forward. Closing stage of the first period. Over the top and Pandora's can get behind. And he just can't get there. He's purely from on ball there. Off Chris Mepham. Tim Vulture saying on ball as well. Want to see this again? Yeah, that is an on ball. That should be a free kick to Hull City outside the penalty area. So we're going to go away with one there. As the half-time whistle gone. It has. Right on the stroke of half time, Sunderland have gone away with one there. It should have been a free kick for handball at the end of the first half, and the referee, Bobby Mendes, bottled it, and it's 0-0 at the break. Now Louis Conn asking the question, but half time in the Championship is Hull City 0, Sunderland 0. In the Premier League then, it's still Wolves 1, Man City 1. Closing stages of that game. We'll give you the results when we return after the half-time interval. But first, let me bring you the team news from Anfield for the 4:30 kick-off between Liverpool and Chelsea. For Liverpool, it's Kelleher, Alexander-Arnold, Konate, Van Dijk, Robertson, Jones, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Salah, Jota, Gakpo. For Chelsea, Sanchez, James, Tosin Adebayo, Colwell, Gusto, Caicedo and Lavia, Manueke, Palmer, Sancho, Jackson. On the benches then for Liverpool is Diaz, Endo, Gomez, Yaro, McAllister, Morton, Nunes, Kwanzaa, Simicas. For Chelsea, Benashile, Bettinelli, Juzbiol, Musase, Fernandez, Felix, Neto, Nkunku and Vega. That's the team news for Liverpool, Chelsea. Kick-off. Give you the first 15-minute updates and then the goals that go in that game there. But half-time in our feature match this afternoon in the Championship, it's Hull City 0, Sunderland 0. Join me again in around about 15 minutes' time. Welcome back to the second half coverage of the EFL Championship clash between Hull City and Sunderland. Scoreline 0-0 at the break. But we'll keep you bang up to date with what's been happening in the Premier League as Wolverhampton Wanderers have just lost in the 95th minute thanks to a John Stones header to put Man City 2-1 up, to give Man City a 2-1 victory and put them top of the Premier League table ahead of Liverpool's game against Chelsea later on this afternoon. In our game, it's 0-0 at the break. Sunderland remaining second as it is at the scoreline as it is at half time. We'll keep you updated with Liverpool and Chelsea during the first 50, from about 4:30 when that kicks off. Keep you up to date with that game when that game gets underway in the Premier League. Later, the second half is about to get underway in the Championship. No change, it looks like, from either side. It'll be Sunderland to get us off and underway for the second period. And I can give you the teams as Hull will tell the goal away to my right, Sunderland will tell the goal away to our left. And it's Pandora in goal for Hull, Coyle, Jones, Hughes and Drame, Pretice, Simmons, Melham in midfield, Belumi, Bedia and Kamara in attack. For Sunderland is Patterson, Hume, Mepham, O'Nien, Sirkin, Rigg, Neal, Bellingham, Roberts, Mundell, Isdor for Sunderland. We'll keep you bang up to date in this one as here comes Hughes for Hull City. Back to Pandora's. It's been a very even game. Both teams have had chances in that first half. Here we remain scoreless as the second half is just underway. As Pandora, the Hull goalkeeper, has possession. It's into midfield now to Louis Coyle coming up with this right hand side. Louis Coyle is brought down there by Mundell. Is it a free kick or a throw-in? Free kick throw-in's been given, I think, to the hosts, Hull City, the Tigers. Yes, throw-in has been given. It's undertaken by Louis Coyle. Coyle takes it down the line. He goes looking for the Belumi, giving away. Bellingham wins it back for Sunderland. But Bedia nips in, wins the ball back, but it's been given as a free kick. Therefore, a foul by Bedia on Bellingham. But for me, it didn't look like there was much in that foul there, as Mundell just gets back to his feet as well as he was fouled as Hume went down there off the ball. Sunderland have possession of the back, 09 across there to Mepham. And now Hume gets the ball forward, looking for the run there. Restore over the top of his head. And now into the path of Louis Coyle from Ivan Pandora as Hull will try and come forward. Media Radio Jingles and Games says he liked the half-time music. Really good to hear that, mate. Hopefully you've enjoyed the coverage so far as well, my friend, in this for this championship game. A bit of something different on a Sunday afternoon, rather than sticking to the Premier League. We'll have the Premier League coverage back next Sunday on the commentary hub. We'll keep you up to date with how we're going to do things moving forward on our Twitter feed. The commentary live one will give you where we're going to be broadcasting the games on moving forward for your listening pleasure from next weekend just standing out a final few details before we get things back up and next weekend comes around, which we've got to come for you. Here is Louis Coyle with possession, and Coyle will get the ball back to Patterson and across then. There's Pando there, across to Drame. Pando has it again. All in pink is Ivan Pando today for Hull City. And that's come off of the Sunderland man last, according to the referee. I think that come up to the assistant on the far side. I think come off Chris Rigg. The officials, incidentally, if you're just tuning in for the first time, Robert Madley is the referee, Blake Antrobus and Graham Kane the assistants, with Andy Davis the fourth official. If you're new to the channel here, what will happen? Around about 5 minutes left to go in this championship encounter. We've been on my own. We'll be picking a player of the match, a stand out. The coverage of this championship encounter today. Ball down the line, out of play for a throw, and Remain Mundell all wanted a book in there for Remain Mundell, who knocked the ball away. He's not being penalised for it there. And we'll keep you up to date. Ballouma does well, wins his header throwing off Sturkin. And this is good play from Hull City at the start of the second half. Louis Coyle gets the throw quickly. Low cross in and deflects into the arms of Patterson there from Mellem's cross. He did well there to get into the penalty area. Cross deflects off 09 into the path of Patterson. And Patterson will get the ball back to 09 and across to Dennis Sirkin, who plays it down this left hand side into the path of Job Bellingham. Bellingham does well, knocks the ball down the line to Remain Mundell. Looking for a free kick there was Mundell, nothing given as he went toe to toe there with Louis Coyle. Now is Alfie Jones for Hull City to come forward. Coyle drops the ball back into the path of Ivan Pando. Pando will look up, gets the ball out wide. Can Hull City find the breakthrough in this game, which would potentially help Leeds United into the top two of the championship table, which would mean Sunderland would remain level on points with Leeds, if that was the case. But if, as it stays, Sunderland a point above Leeds United and a point behind Burnley going into the midweek fixtures, which will be on after this game. Is a free kick there for a foul on that far side on Abu Kamara, I think he was, who was down there for Hull City, who won that free kick against Trey Hume. Trey Hume having a win. Nice. Number 20, Gustavo Puerta, who's down there. Hume having a win with Madeline out about the incident. Then he says he's giving it for the first challenge only. For the first one rather than the second one, where he had a little nibble, rather than one where he just takes him out. That's why he's giving that free kick for there. Bobby Madley, so look how he's getting on with this game for all, and he does well. Good ball in field to Ballouma, edge of the penalty area. Ballouma goes for goal and just over the top. Over the crossbar there from Mohamed Ballouma, the brilliant player for Hull City. And he's worked really well there, Ballouma. And Ballouma goes for goal there. That's really good effort there. And it remains Hull 0, Sunderland 0 in the championship. Sunday afternoon football here on the commentary from the championship. We're still getting you through the action this afternoon. Here they come forward as Hull City will look to come forward. And now they will come forward here now as Hull City will look to break out, but Sunderland are trying to pen them in there and not let them out. It's off of Robert Alfred throws All was being forced backwards then. But that's good play from Sunderland to force them back and not let them have possession of what they want to play as here. It remains 0-0. If you just tune into us here on the commentary. Here's Louis Coyle, down the line he goes. This is good play. And back well now. It comes for Hughes to Jones, who swapped sides at this moment in time. Drame gets the ball down the line to Kamara. And this is good bit of play. There's a foul there. Kamara takes over. And Kamara's charging forward. Good running from All City. He towards the penalty area. Betty is there. Takes a touch. Betty shoots off of the bar. The person cleared away. So unlucky there for All City. Belumi comes forward again for the Tigers. Bellingham back there to help out for the Black Cats. Bellingham gets the ball away. And Pretzer's in there to try and get the ball back. Waits for Coyle, who's brought down. Is he there? He is. Is down there, and it's a free kick to All City. But this is a good chance for all of this. Fantastic play from Kamara. Really does well, the Abu Kamara. Gets it into Chris Bedia, who works an angle there for a strike off of the top of the crossbar. Then that's so unlucky for the All City man. And I thought that was going to nestle in the top corner there for a split second as soon as he left his foot. That's how close it was. Heads back in. Goes Bedia this time. He brings it down well. Bedia shots a goal into the side netting. He takes a deflection. He's behind for a corner. Well, this is good pressure from All City at the start of the second half. And this is what Leeds fans, as well as all fans and teams in around Sunderland, will be wanting to see. All starting to pile on the pressure. All City 0, Sunderland 0. Here's the scoreline. Russ Werner to guide you through the action here. Go cross towards the edge of the penalty area. Where will he break here? Drops it all the way back here to Panda, and now Hughes chips the ball forward, looking for the one of Louis Coyle, who stayed up there. Cleared away by Sirkin and by 09. Headed by Hughes again. Breaks for Jones just on halfway. Into the Sunderland half for Simmons. Out wide to Louis Coyle on this right hand side. Simmons again drops it back on halfway to Jones, and now Hughes inside the centre circle. To the right, and Jones, who plays it down the line for Coyle, and into the path of Belumi. Through further down the line. Belumi cuts him through from this right hand side. Plays a wonderful ball into the path there of the number 8, Mellon, who can't get the ball into her teammate there. Bedia, and he's out of play for a throw to All City. Bedia with the pressure on 09 there. We wanted a foul. Belumi does well. He does the penalty from Coyle round the back. Is it a foul on Trey Yumi? It is, according to the referee there from Abu Kamara. I would like to see this again, because for me I don't think it is a foul in there. And Andy Davis and Tim Volter just having a laugh there about his decision as Tim Volter just takes a quick drink of his water. Oh, wearing a green anorak today. It's Tim Volter, the original Brie, wearing a black Sunderland jacket. Is a green all anorak that Tim Volter is wearing. It remains 0-0 between All City and Sunderland. Sirkin wins his side a free kick, which Mundell or Sirkin eventually does take. To 09 to Neil. 09 again. Bellingham comes short to win it on halfway. Back to 09 inside his own half. Bellingham on halfway again. Infield to Neil. Back into Bellingham. Back to 09. And Sunderland are being forced backwards here. All the way back to Patterson. 09 again. Down the line it goes into Neil. Neil slips. And Hull can't get then. Almost blocking from it, but he almost did it again. But Puerto and Mellon both played really well today for Hull City. Sunderland trying to come forward. There's a ball over the top looking for the run of his door. Back he goes now into the path of Pandora. And now here is Jones to come forward with possession. Maybe with passes to Cole to do so instead. Who now goes back to Jones, and Jones will come forward, will he? Yes. Jones chips the ball forward. Looking for the run of Bellumi, who just flagged offside. He goes out of play for a throw in anyway. To Sunderland, nothing came of that one. It remains 0-0 between Hull City and Sunderland. There's the Hull City chairman, Akun İlkay, the Turkish man, the Hull City owner, watching on. It's Tim Volta, only 3 wins from 10 games. As he stands, only 3 wins from 10 games in the Championship as it stands for Hull City. Sirkin heads the ball in field, Mundell's there. Coyle intercepts and plays it down the line. Just too much on that ball from Coyle, and Volta's having a... So it should have been Hull City's throwing, as some fans there on the screen noticed themselves on the TV monitors in and around the stadium there, so giving themselves a wave and saying, "Hello, look, I'm on the telly." As here comes Hull City now to try and get the ball off Sunderland, as Bellingham can come forward for the visitors. Out wide to Mundell here. Mundell will cut in field. Good play this. O'Neill to Luke O'Nine, and he charges forward. Out wide it goes here into the path of Sirkin. Sirkin does well. O'Nine to Mundell. Good work here from Romain Mundell. In towards the penalty area it goes, cleared away. Roberts inside the penalty, trying to work an opening for a shot. He can, but he's blocked, and Hull somehow find Bellumi, who clears it off of Sirkin, and out of play for a throw to the Tigers. 0-0. Here's a scoreline here, and he works here for Roberts, does well. Plays a 1-2 with Coyle, whose shot was blocked. Before his shot was blocked by the legs of Simmons, who was by there helping his defence out. With Coyle to take the throw, the captain for Hull City, down line to Bedia, who turns well and charges away from O'Nine. And Sirkin takes him out there, but does he get a touch of the ball first? The referee says he does. It's a play on. Sirkin now getting back to his feet as Mepham will come forward here now into the path then of the captain Neil. Across to O'Nine, who's got Sirkin down the line on this left hand side, and he finds him. Sirkin coming forward down this left hand side into Romain Mundell, who cuts his head away from Coyle. And there's a wonderful challenge in there from the number 18 there of Hull City, Simmons, back in there to help his side out. Pandora now has possession as Hull City will try and come forward here. It remains 0-0 in the Championship. Here is Pandora again for Hull City as he will play the ball forward, looking for the run there of the number 8, which is Mellon, who can keep the ball in, and he's had to play for a throw for Sunderland. Media Radio Jingles and Games says, of course, the commentary is good, Russ. Let's see a change of commentary this weekend with EFL instead of Premier League. Thank you very much, my friend. And he breaks it towards the penalty area. His door will clear the ball away if we can bring this ball forward. And now, what can happen here for Hull City in behind? Bellumi's in there, he takes a flex off Bellumi, tips away, passes him behind for a corner, and then it's Sirkin's challenge in Bellumi, and he went towards goal, and Patterson had to make a save. Now, that's a wonderful ball over the top. Bellumi trying to get him behind here, and Sirkin's clearance just cannons off the old forward, and Patterson had to make a diving save to tip the ball away for a corner. Edge of the penalty area now, and all lose out, and now Sunderland can break, and he's a wonderful charge Isdor, it's the wrong goal. Throw me back at him. Isdor's through. Isdor has scored for Sunderland. And Sunderland have taken the lead. It's coming against the run of play. And Isdor has scored for Sunderland. Jones, I think, has been booked there for complaining. But Isdor, on 63 minutes, gives Sunderland the lead. And Alfie Jones is booked for his complaints there. But Hull City are undone on the counter-attack. And Isdor, who's wearing number 18, if you're watching the game, listening along to us, has given Sunderland the lead. It all comes after Bobby Madley blocked the view of the number 8, Mellon there, from that short corner. And then Isdor broke through, chipped it over the goalkeeper, into the back of the net. And as we see here from this angle, someone can tell us a bit better, Bobby Madley blocks him off there. That should be retaken, that corner, because Madley gets in the way of the old man, and this was caused the counter-attack and the goal for Sunderland, who lead now by 1-0 in the Championship, away to Hull City, and as it stands, are going top of the Championship table this afternoon. There's a yellow card as well. Somebody has to one of the backroom staff of Hull City as well there. But Hull City are not happy with this. Louis Cole just having a word with the referee as captain, saying he couldn't move because she was in the way. And we now Hull City are going to make a change, and it's Abu Kamara who's the man coming off here. And on his place is Liam Miller. And I, for one, feel like that goal should have been chalked off because the referee obstructed the Hull City man who was trying to go into that ball from that short corner. We're underway again after that goal, and after all the controversy surrounding that goal happened. The counter-attacking goal for Sunderland. But now Hull, who have played really well in this game, has to try and find a way back into this game, because they were on course to get to what would be a valuable point, and a point which would be deserving on what they've played. Both teams have played really well. I don't think either side deserved to win the game, but a goal has been given, and confirmation there of Jones's booking, which came in this just as the goal was scored as well, which was scored in the 63rd minute from Ista, the Sunderland striker, who took that goal really, really well this afternoon. And Hull City, for me anyway, quite rightly can be annoyed with that, as the referee blocked Mellon off there as that corner came towards him, which allowed Sunderland the chance to nip in and get the ball back and counter-attack. But Hull now have to try and come back into this game. It's either play for a throw-in to Hull City, and Louis Coyle will take this. Casey Palmer is about to come on as well for Hull City now in this one. There's going to be a double change for Hull in a moment. We'll keep you up to date with all those changes are in a second when we get confirmation of those changes. It's going to be Casey Palmer. One of them I can tell you for definite. Just trying to work out who the other one is. Bobby Madley watching on there. He's telling them to come on. There was would have been booked. The time wasting there, the Sunderland man, which was Dennis Sirkin. He shouted Dennis, come on. Now Louis Coyle. Balumi. To Mellon, who looked like he was fouled there, nothing given. Ball towards his toes over the top. Runs towards Pando, who gets there and claims it. And now, here comes Charlie Hughes to find Cody Drama, who's done really well today, Cody Drama. And now it's Liam Miller, who was on loan at Preston last season, really well in the Championship. Signed permanently for Hull City from FC Basel in the summer. Here is using halfway inside the centre circle. Across then to Jones on this right hand side. Further down the right to Louis Coyle. Down the line it goes to Mellon, who gives the ball away just to Mundell, but Coyle does well to get possession back. So the ball was moving. Coyle stopped and then played the ball. So how can he be moving as a sub? They said go and take it because the subs are being made. Coming off is number 20, Gustavo Poeta, who's done really well. And coming on is Regan Slater. And also coming on is Casey Palmer. And the other one coming off is Marvin Mellon. And both of those players who have gone off for Hull today have really put a shift in for their side today and really deserve to be on the winning side. He is used now as possession, or not on the losing side, let's put it that way, because I don't think neither side, in my opinion, deserve to win the game. I think a draw would be if there was a way where both teams have played and cancelled each other out. Throw down the left from Slater, takes it quickly, but Hull have lost out. And there's Isdor, first round, and Hull will point back to, if they lose this, then they should have had a free kick on the stroke of half time for handball by Chris Mepham, and then I must look to foul on Casey Palmer, not given there as well. Chris Rigg coming forward for Sunderland. Towards the edge of the penalty area, how wide it goes to Roberts. Roberts crossing towards the back post, and Isdor's there. Don't get any of it. It's out for a throw to Sunderland. But that's good play again from Sunderland. Chris Rigg charging forward, plays in Patrick Roberts, who's onside, just onside. All the deflects off Coyle, halfway through on that far side. There, and we see Julian Ubner was the man on the dugout who was bumped there after the goal had been scored by Sunderland for Hull on the bench there. It remains Hull 0, Sunderland 1 if you just run into us here on the commentary. Russ Spinning talking you through this game as Dan Neil is the ball's just still the referee there. And it remains 1-0 Sunderland. The game's back underway after we've seen that incident there. It is remain Mundell. Takes down this left hand side for Sunderland in towards the penalty area. Still going Mundell up against Louis Coyle, who does well up against him. And now Hull City will try and come forward. Here's Slater. Does well here, Regan Slater. Finds Louis Coyle. And Coyle gets the ball forward for Palmer. Bellumi now. Bellumi up towards the far side and Liam Miller. Miller takes it in his stride. He couldn't take it in his stride. He just bounced off him and behind for a goal kick. And that's what he was saying there. And it remains 1-0 to Sunderland in the Championship. It's after Sunderland are about to make a change. You're just trying to see who's coming on here for Sunderland. Can't tell who it is. Stood blocking the view there of one of the Sunderland benches. Could maybe Aaron Connolly, the former Hull man, potentially to come on. Maybe Patrick Roberts will be the man going off. We'll have to wait and see, or it could be remain Mundell going off. If it is Connolly, he's a winger. Should be one of the two wingers, Roberts, Mundell, or Rigg, who's been playing out there as well. Sunderland have switched now to a 4-4-2, it looks like, with Rigg up alongside Isdor in attack. Here's Coyle on his chest and knocks it all the way back to Pandor, takes it on his thigh and then knocks it out wide to Drame, who just nips in ahead of Chris Rigg to keep the ball for Hull City. And Hull will come forward. Hull will probably point back to the handball off on the stroke of half time not being given It's a potential game-changing moment, as well as the referee getting in the way of in the first half, and the referee getting in the way of Mellon, just as Sunderland brought for the goal as well. So 2 refereeing decisions not gone all City's way this afternoon, as here comes Patrick Roberts. Good work from Roberts. Recorded drama and Hughes does well. And this is good play there from Simmons, who can charge forward over halfway towards Bedia, who can't get there. Mepham does well. And now here is Roberts. Good work here for Sunderland. Neil. Bellingham. Good play this from Sunderland, knocking the ball around well. Mepham finds 09, back to Mepham again. And the pressure from his door there, who can't get there, and the ball chipped out to that far side of Roberts. And Rigg is the one now there this time, and Rigg is the one penalised for a foul there, the 17-year-old. Doing well today, Chris Rigg. And the substitute for Sunderland sees number 18, the goal scorer Wilson Isdor, coming off. And coming on in his place, didn't see, but I see the number of the man coming on for just there. Is that Aaron Connolly? I think it is Aaron Connolly. Number 24, I believe it is. Aaron Connolly coming on. We'll get confirmation in a second now. Once his ears. The goal scorer is replaced for Sunderland, which is a big surprise about. For Connolly, who's come on. It is Connolly. Wilson Isdor going off. He's getting congratulations on the bench, because it's like his goal may be the difference to separate these two sides today in what I describe as a controversial goal, with the referee blocking off Mellon as that corner came in for Hull City in the build up to the Sunderland goal, which is the only goal of the game so far. Hull City 0, Sunderland 1 is the scoreline this afternoon in the Championship. Cody Drama does well to find Jones, and now Louis Coyle sends the ball forward. Bellumi in behind, and Bellumi gets there up against Sirkin. Bellumi with the cross in towards the penalty area, breaks for Slater to find Miller. Miller into the penalty area, Miller still going. Cross is blocked, behind for a corner off Trey Hume, and that's good play by Liam Miller for Hull City there. It remains 1-0 to the visitors, Sunderland. And there's a short corner taken quickly to Casey Palmer. Slater edge of the penalty area. Back out wide it goes to the far side. Crossed in deep this time towards the back post. It's come up from Bedia, and it's just wide off of the striker's head. And Chris Bedia ends it wide in. He's not happy there, the manager of Hull City, Tim Walter. It's a dangerous cross in. Then he's just gone wide. I think the cross was from Simmons, and he just went wide there. And he just went wide there in the end. Hull trying to close down, and Sunderland trying to play out from the back, but he had to go along this time. Had a one up there brilliantly by Jones, and good footwork from him. Connolly through the middle now for Sunderland after he's come on there. Connolly and Rigg through the middle. It looks like it's a 4-4-2 with Mundell and Roberts out wide. Bedia holds up. Bellumi out wide to Slater. Slater with the cross in towards the back post. Palmer's in there. Casey Palmer. Edge of the penalty area is number 18, Simmons. Simmons edge of the penalty area. Down the line for Slater. Low ball in. No one's in there for Hull City. Goes for a penalty. Oh, the man was being pulled. There. Miller. Liam Miller. Edge of the penalty area. Simmons. Elijah push off Simmons just over the bar in the end. Not happy with himself there. Chevy Simmons. Straight over his head. and it remains 1-0. So this is a goal again. And the referee blocks off Mellum there for me. Just see it again, and then boom, his door. Really counts out. Drame does well to hold him up initially. He gets beyond him then and chips into the back of the net. And the referee, people say Mellum should have gone right in front of the referee, but the referee blocked his road path off to get in front of him there, in my opinion. And it's 0-0, Sunderland 1 as a consequence of that counter-attack from that Hull City corner there on 63 minutes. Sunderland 0. Hull 0, Sunderland 1, should I say. Should be still 0-0 in my opinion. I've just seen that the goal incident again. Here's Slater. Back now, Pandur, and now Slater again. Now here is Hughes. And Drame drops it back this time. Pandur, now Coyle. To Jones. Good work here from Hull City. There's a foul there on the Balloon. The referee says no. And it remains 0-0, Sunderland 1 in the Championship. Here comes Jones. Across now to Cody Drame. Down the line to Miller. And Miller does well here. Really, really well here, does Liam Miller, to keep on the possession and find Hughes. Across to Jones towards this right hand side as Hull look to come forward. Sunderland 0-0, Sunderland 1 towards the final 10 minutes of the game. As this is good play in the here. Can Sunderland come forward? It remains 1-0 to the visitors, and a foul there by Jones on the substitute Connolly. And now Sunderland will try and come forward. It's Roberts out wide. Patrick Roberts to tackle the penalty. Goes in field edge of the box now. Patrick Roberts. Back to Chris Rigg. Across now to remain Mundle. Mundle in towards the penalty. Mundle across. Chip towards back post. Rigg is there. Into the side netting from Chris Rigg. And he's not happy with himself there. The Sunderland man. And they've got it all. He got it all, his angles all wrong there. Chris Rigg. And when I'm looking at it again, it's looking like he's trying to put it back across goalie, and he's just got it caught underneath his foot there in the end. And he's frustrated with himself more than anything there, is the youngster. Pandur has possession for Hull City. Remains 0-0, Sunderland 1 into the final 9 minutes of the encounter. Plus stoppage time at the end of this championship game. In the next 4 minutes or so, I'll be giving you my player of the match. Just to decide who the player of the match will be given to in a moment, as here's Patrick Roberts. Good play from the Sunderland man. Back to Trey Hume, who's played well. Here's Chris Rigg, who's not really going to the game much as he has done in previous games for Sunderland. Slater nips in ahead of him that time as well. Cody Drame can come forward after advantages played foul on Slater. Then it's out of play for a throw-in to Sunderland, and Trey Hume appealed and then sarcastically clapped the referee there. Sunderland still lead by a goal till if you just join us. There's been a early yellow card in the game at Anfield. Liverpool 0-0 with Chelsea tossing Adebayo into the referee's notebook early on there. It remains Liverpool 0, Chelsea 0. Here is Mundle back. It goes to 09. And now Chelsea, Sunderland will come forward. Chelsea wait at Liverpool today in the Premier League, hoping to stop Liverpool from going back top of the Premier League table. In a game where these two sides will be looking to be at the end of the season in the Premier League for next campaign as Roberts with a low crossing is blocked. Comes for Liam Miller. Miller does well. Back to Hughes and it's cleared away, and Roberts is penalised for a foul on Liam Miller. I'm only going to the referee's no book here. He will look at Roberts. Yellow card, he accepts that. Does the Sunderland man. Late challenge there. Caught him in the face and a 2-footed challenge there. Grabbed him by the neck as well as a 2-footer. That could have been 2 yellows in one there for Patrick Roberts. His 3rd yellow card of the season, incidentally. Sunderland are making a substitution now. We'll give you that substitution in just a second or two. Hull City making a sub as well, it looks like. And Hull making the subs. The Sunderland are making the subs. Patrick Roberts just being booked, is coming off. For Alan Brown. And Hull City making changes as well. Pedro and Zambrano coming on. For Hughes and Simmons. For Hull City, and Simmons and Hughes has done really, really well today. I'll give you the play of the match very shortly in this championship encounter. Who will it be given to? We'll have to wait and see who's going to get the play of the match. I'll announce it in our next stoppage of play. Indeed, they will. Media Radio was in game. It says if Hull don't score and the scores remain the same, Sunderland will be at the top of the table. At the end of this week against Leeds to try and change that fact and keep Burnley top of the table. His bowling is cleared away. Sunderland defending for their lives now. Coyle, good crossing towards the penalty. Miller gets an egg to it. He's going to go out for a throw to Sunderland because he come off the winger's head. And right now then I can give you the play of the match. We'll give it in the next 5 minutes or so, guys. The play of the match, which has been a odd choice today because there's been some, even though the both teams against each other, there's some good players on both sides here. So it'll be interesting. I don't know a choice to make. Let's play the match. As the head goes up and is cleared away as Sunderland try and win a free kick, which they do. Foul on their number 24 there, which is Aaron Connolly, the substitute, who came on in the 15 minutes to go. Patrick Roberts went off in the 85th minute, replaced by Alan Brown, who was booked in the 84th minute. Alan Brown was the man who pulled the ball into the penalty against Leeds United, which forced Junior Firpo's own goal when Melier made that howler just that mistake and the Stimmer Lights last time out for Sunderland in the 2-2 draw with Leeds United. Leeds since returned to winning ways on Friday evening against Sheffield United. 2-0 at Ellen Road there. Sunderland have a chance to make it 2-0 as a cross comes in from Chris Rigg. It's deflected behind, but it's been given as a free kick to Hull City for a foul on there, and Cody Drame can lead the charge out for the Tigers, and he finds Louis Coyle. Here comes Belumi round the corner towards Slater. Bellingham intercepts. Connolly goes down. Is it a free kick to Sunderland? It is. 87 minutes on the clock. Hull 0, Sunderland 1. Foul by Jones there on Bellingham. Still no time for 13 minutes gone in that game there at Anfield between Liverpool and Chelsea in the Premier League this afternoon. Remember, Man City beat Wolverhampton Wanderers by 2-1. There's a appeal for handball and the penalty inside the penalty area there for Sunderland. Nothing given as Lee Miller will try and charge away with the ball. Trey Young trying to get the ball back. He breaks for a throw to Hull City. They will take it. This is a chance again. Chris Rigg around Cody Drame. Gets a touch to the ball there. Does Cody Drame. So correct call there from Bobby Madley. Hull City 0, Sunderland 1 is the scoreline. Hull with a chance to potentially come forward and get an equalising goal in, which is what they would deserve from the balance of play in this game. Hull have played really well today. Both teams have played well. Neither side, in my opinion, deserve to win this game. In the Championship this afternoon. If you want to get your thoughts in for play of the match, I'll announce it once we get into stoppage time and we know how many minutes is going to be played in that game. Well, I'll give you the play of the match shortly on that. Before I have your guess of what you would give play of the match to, feel free. I'll read it out after I've given mine out in case you're playing the same as me. Here is Slater and Coyle. Slater again. Hull City looking to come forward to get a last minute equaliser potentially. Ball towards Miller is poor from Belumi. Coyle is there. Back it goes to Pandor. Pandor does well. And then Pandor coming, gives it to Louis Coyle to come forward. Final 30 seconds of normal time to go. Coyle. Wonderful crossfield pass looking for Liam Miller. Young is ahead of Miller there to win the head. Rigg flicks it over the top. Miller's there, ahead of Young this time. And he's back now with Jones. As Hull will come forward. Here now. Miller now has possession. Does well here, Miller. Here is Jones. We're into stoppage time now. 4 minutes added on. End of this game. 4 minutes of stoppage time for Hull to try and get something back in this game. Can Hull salvage a draw out of this game is what their performance would deserve. They've played well today, Hull City, as have Sunderland. Both teams, I think a draw would be a fair result if that's what it finishes. Sunderland on the back foot. Hull City with Miller coming forward towards the Bedier's there. With control, Chris Bedier comes out to Louis. Kyle's shot is blocked by 09 on the head. Hull are wide. Headed forward by Belumi. Bedier brings it down into the box. Palmer can't get there. Jones nips in, but the offside flag is up in the back there. And right now, the play of the match, sponsored by Commentary Services here this afternoon in the Championship, goes the way of Sunderland's Job Bellingham. Fantastic performance from Job in the middle of the park for Sunderland. Taking them over, he's done really, really well. Moving out to this left, moving out to the right, opening pockets of spaces, drawing all players out for space in and behind for his teammates to try and cause problems this afternoon. Job Bellingham, player of the match. Now, here comes Sunderland to try and get something from the game. Here's Connolly. Aaron Connolly does well. Out wide is Remain Mundo. Mundo does well. Takes it to the corner. He's got 3 minutes. He's got 2 minutes to do that with there. And they've lost it, and Hull can come away with Cody Drama. Gets it to Liam Miller. Miller coming forward against Trey Young. Miller back to Drama. Cody Drama delivers across towards Slater. Good control from Regan Slater. Belumi now coming forward. Puts in field just Belumi. Puts in towards the penalty area. Heads off Mepham. Behind for a corner. And Hull City could have a chance to win this now. Pedro was in there as well as Palmer, Bedia. And then corner kick to be taken. Pando, the Old City goalkeeper, has come up for this corner kick. And he's hanging around the edge of the penalty area. Connolly watching him. Let's go watch Miller. Rig watching him as well. In towards the penalty area he goes. Pedro with the header just over the bar in the end. And that'll probably be that for the game. And probably give Sunderland all 3 points in this game. It remains 1-0. And with 50 seconds or so left to play in this game. It remains 0-0, Sunderland 1 in the Championship. Final 30 seconds to go, and all the fans are not happy that the Sunderland goalkeeper is taking all the time in the world there to take that goal kick. Louis Coyle. Back to Jones. Jones will send this ball forward. It's now or never for Old City. Looks like it's going to be never. As Chris Rigg backwards to in the midfield, but Drama nips in. He gives the ball away for you. He clears it downfield. It's going to be now or never. Can Sunderland hold on? Miller with the throw to Jones. And it's all over. The full-time whistle has gone. Sunderland have won and go top of the Championship table. A goal which will probably provide controversy for the way it came about. Will Sunderland win the game at the MKM Stadium? All City off, and both the created chances just couldn't be the goalkeeper. Patterson in the end, but he remained. But Sunderland got the job done in the end and got the victory at the MKM Stadium this afternoon, and thanks to a 0-0 Wilson Isdor's goal on 63 minutes was the difference. And the yellow card for some of the backroom staff there at full time. Full City complaining to the referee about that goal, and for me they've got every right to complain about that goal. He blocked off Mellon, who tried to get in on the end there, but of the corner he couldn't. Sunderland got the ball back and broke and scored the all-important goal of the all-in goal of the game through Wilson Isidore, who made it 1-0, and that's the way it finished. And that's the way it stayed from the 63rd minute onwards. Full time in the Championship is finished. Old City 0, Sunderland 1. I'll be back in a couple of minutes to go through the classified check of the scores from the games played so far this afternoon. Welcome back to the MKM Stadium, where the Sunderland fans are celebrating it away to the left of us, just where the goal was scored, behind that net, the corner to that net and around the corner at that end of the field of play. at the MKM Stadium. They're still celebrating, the fans over in that corner, as their players are just leaving the field of play right now. What I'm going to do right now is move you through some of the scores from some of the matches that took place today, and we'll start off in the Premier League. Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Manchester City 2. Liverpool Chelsea is the latest score, currently 0-0 on 24 minutes. The Women's Super League. Man City 2, Aston Villa 1. Liverpool 1, Crystal Palace 1. Leicester v Everton still playing. West Ham United 0, Arsenal 2. Evening kick-off, Chelsea against Tottenham is at 6:45. Women's Championship. Durham 1, Sunderland 2. Newcastle 3, Charlton 3, should I say, in the Women's Championship. Blackburn 1, Sheffield United 2. Bristol City 1, Portsmouth 0. Southampton 0, Birmingham City 2. French Ligue 1. Lyon 0, Olympique Lyonnais 4, the full-time score. Half-time scores: Auxerre 1, Reims 0. Nantes 0, Nice 0. Toulouse 0, Angers 1, all half-times. And Montpellier v Marseille, evening kick-off is 7:45. German Bundesliga. Holstein Kiel 0, Union Berlin 2 is the full-time score. Latest score, 27 minutes gone, is Wolfsburg 1, Werder Bremen 0. In the Italian Serie A. Empoli 0, Napoli 1. Lecce 0, Fiorentina 6. Venezia 0, Atalanta 2. Cagliari v Torino kicks off in 3 minutes time at 5 p.m. And the other evening kick-off is Airstrom against Inter at 7:45. Dutch Eredivisie. Willemsvee 0, Fortuna Sittard 0. Groningen 0, FC Utrecht 1. Hercules 3, Ajax 4. Latest score: Penzwala 0, NSC Breda 0, 50 minutes gone. Scottish Premiership. Kilmarnock 1, Rangers 0. La Liga. Mallorca 1, Rayo Vallecano 0. Latest score 81 minutes. Atletico Madrid 1, Leganes 1. Evening kick-off at 5:30 of Villarreal v Getafe. Just going to say that Atletico Madrid have just taken the lead. It's 2-1 now against Leganes in the 81st minute. Evening kick-off is Villarreal v Getafe at 5:30, and also at 8 o'clock in the evening kick-off, Barcelona against Sevilla. So there is the roundup of the scores. There's some comments in the comment section here. Midi Radio Jingles and Gaming says, good play from Sunderland there, and they're safely at the top of the Championship table. Then they'll make it in the Premier League next season. We'll have to wait and see, mate. There's still a long way to go. That's the 10th Championship game of the season for everybody now. And Sunderland top by a point from Burnley, 2 points. 3 points from Leeds and Sheffield United, 4 from West Brom and Blackburn. Their Hull City remain 14th on 12 points after their defeat to Sunderland this afternoon, with Sunderland back to the top of the Championship table. That's all we've got time for here on the commentary. Just before we go, just one final trick on the latest in the game at Anfield. 27 minutes on the clock. Liverpool 0, Chelsea 0. But from everyone here at the commentary, thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for listening to a different coverage of a different game this afternoon. It's come from the Championship, where Sunderland have beaten Hull City by 1-0. More on the team here. It's goodbye for now, and we'll see you again soon. Take care. Keep an eye on our Twitter feed, the Commentary Live 1, for where we're going to be broadcasting some games moving forward from next weekend onwards. More on the team here. Goodbye.